I've tried all the productivity apps I could in my 40-year-old life, and I just never found a tool that I could stay consistent with. Especially when I transitioned to being a business owner, I have so many things happening at the same time, and I really needed to find a way that works for me and for my brain to organize myself. So this year, I actually decided to build something myself, a very simple tool that I know works for my brain and for my flow and how I work. And I just built it myself with Lovable. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build something, really adjusting it to your own needs, to your own brain, to your own productivity, because I honestly believe it's very, very personal. There is no one blueprint. There is no one size fits all, regardless of what the productivity gurus are saying. Today, I'm going to show you a couple of examples, what you can build in Lovable and how you can get started, even if you're a beginner, if you've never vibe coded before, if you don't know how to code. It's super simple and everyone can do it. If you're interested in exploring and learning more about AI, it potentially for adding an income stream to your business or a side hustle so you don't rely entirely on your job, this is a really fun way to try it out, because when you build something for yourself, you really know what the result should be. You really know what works for you. You will need a Lovable subscription. They have 50% for students if you can verify your student ID. There's always different types of tiers that they have, so I'll leave my affiliate link in the description below. You can start on the lowest account. It will be enough. Let's just jump right in, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples of what you can build, and then we're going to build something from scratch. So we're in Lovable. You can build everything from a web page to like your portfolio page. You can create your apps. You can build dashboards, habit trackers, like whatever your needs are, you can probably build in Lovable. Let's look into the one that I built for myself. I also shared with some friends. Everyone can basically have their own login, so multiple people can use the same tool. And just a preview, this is how it actually looks. So I have a bunch of things. I have a bunch of projects that I prioritize, but I'm going to just simply walk you through what I built. The way my brain works, I realized that I have different projects. I build different income streams. I have a membership. I have YouTube channel. I have my short form contents. I have affiliate marketing. So I have a bunch of things, right? And that was the challenge for my brain. How do I actually get a tool that's not too overwhelming, that has too many things in it, but rather like I'm clearly seeing what am I to do, not all at once, but for each project. What I've learned about myself through exploring human design is that I'm meant to follow what lights me up in that moment. If I create a to-do list a day before and I open it up the next morning and I don't feel it, I need to put my energy elsewhere. Having different projects is really helpful for me and my brain. For you, it would be very different. You just need to be self-aware and understand how your brain best is supported. So this is how I set it up. My first project, let's say it's going to be my school membership. My other project would be YouTube. The next one would be short form. Like if you have Substack, you get the point. Like here it would be newsletter that I send out every Friday and so on. Then all I needed to do is just add, for example, task one, upload workshop in the community. So I can just easily add the tasks, move them around, flag them as priorities for that day. I can add images if I want. I even have a general bucket idea because I'm really, as a person, like I'm just need to like sometimes just dump my ideas, right? And I'm just so tired in switching between different to-do lists and notions and everything. So this is like where my brains extract the tasks that I need to do and the ideas that I have around certain projects. So this is it. I don't need more than that. When I started building it at Lovable, it just started that I had an idea. Like I just wanted to be on a project base. I got the first iteration and then I was like, okay, I'm missing this. I should be able to delete this. I should be able to move it around. I should be able to have priorities. And all I needed to do is just to tell Lovable to do this for me. So now when you see this example, let's go ahead and build a new one. So you can see exactly step by step how to do that. So now when you got like at least an idea, you know, of how I was thinking for myself, maybe you already started thinking like, oh, my brain works totally different. You know, it works like I just want to see everything in bullets or see everything all at once, or I just want to see one task of the day, like whatever it is for you. What you need to do is to come to Lovable and just describe. So what I highly recommend doing is recording with voice, right? So this button here, you can also attach different images. What I gave to Lovable when I was building it was this link. I just said like build it in this style because I just like this visuals, and it did. When you're gonna start building your app, you will see that it kind of defaults to the same aesthetic. It's gonna be like this purplish thing, and if you want to spice it up a little bit, you can just give it a different reference. So back to Lovable, we are going to ask it to build us something. I'm thinking building an idea dump. Let's say I'm going out for a walk and I have an idea I want to capture. My go-to place to dump ideas. Let's build that. I want to build a tool that collects my ideas. I often come there to note something when I'm on a run, or I want to voice note an idea and I wanted to transcribe it so I don't forget what it was about. I want to be able to add links and images to each idea, but the interface of the page should be really minimalistic. And this website that I attach, we can use as an inspiration of aesthetic and colors, but make it very simple and functional. You can upload images of the visuals you like. And then we press send. And here we can see that it got to work, right? So it first thought about the plan. It got the screenshot of the page that I've shared. It kind of confirms the aesthetics. Warm cream of white background. So it outlines what features to build first. A tip, by the way, if you're thinking, I actually have no idea what would work for me, this is a fun exercise you can do with ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. Just go there and prompt it. Say, I want to build my own personalized productivity tool. I want you to interview me and ask me 10 questions to determine what features should I include, what would work best for my brain and for my creativity and for my business, and just have this interaction. Ask it to outline those features as a Lovable prompt, and that's it. And then you come to Lovable and say, this is what I'm building, and then you pasting the prompt. If you say, I have no idea what works for me, you can figure it out with the help of AI. So now we can actually test. Testing idea number 1. Okay, got it. Look, super simple. It's like very, very simple. Here I can also write cool idea 2. And here we can attach a link. So if there's something coming from a link we saw, or like we got inspiration somewhere from an image, we can add the image. For example, now here I already see that I would want to add bullets or make it as a tick off box. I want to be able to check them once they're done. So in the same, here in the dialog window, we write what we want to edit. And then it's going to think a little bit. I feel very annoyed when this thing keeps blinking. So I would just prompt it. I can either press here on visual edits, right? Down here in the menu, and then I can just select this one thing and I can say, stop it. It shouldn't blink all the time. It annoys me. So this is how you add it. Like, so visual edits, it's very handy, like when you just know exactly where there's something wrong. So now it added a simple checkbox. Once it's done, it's going to mark it down. Pretty cool, right? Amazing. Make it stop blinking. By now you see the point. You don't have to think about prompting in the traditional sense. A lot of people in my community, like in my membership, what I hear very often is that vibe coding is kind of like intimidating because you think that you have to come in with all this knowledge. But in reality, it is extremely intuitive. Now we can see it stopped the blinking. I think by now you've already got the idea how to prompt this tool, how to navigate that. So once it's done with this task, I'm going to show you how to publish it and how to make it available on your phone. Let's say we're happy with that, right? We can continue to iterate, especially if you're on like $25 account, right? You can like really do a lot with that and customize as much as you want. Now I want to use it on multiple devices. So create a login and make sure everything is saved within my account and synced across. So you can actually take your phone, write it, right? And it syncs automatically. So when you come to your browser, you will see exactly what you wrote on your phone. We need to make sure that we create an account. Basically, we're building a backend, right? Like where are those things stored? And so I can access it. And if you want to give access to someone else can access it, right? And create their own account. So we want to make sure that those things are set up. So now it got to work and now we just need to allow it. So we're enabling cloud here. Okay, and now we get an error, right? So we get an error, something went wrong with Lovable Cloud, try again later. And then we can just say try again. And this is inevitable. So you don't get scared, don't get frustrated when you get mistakes. Like either it's in Lovable or any other tool or LLM. That's just part of it. I see so many people getting stuck because they're like, oh my God, that's an error. I don't know what to do. Either it's going to fix itself, or you're just going to ask AI to continue fixing it until it's done. It's always a dialogue. It's always about iterating and saying what works and pointing out the mistakes, because it's never going to be ideal. It's never going to be perfect. But you want to build this muscle of not giving up, not getting frustrated, but just like, okay, that didn't work. Let's find something else. Do you have any other ideas? Treat it as someone sitting next to you building this for you. Ask questions if you don't understand and ask it to explain things. For example, in one of the apps that I was building, there was some like names of the tools or something that I had no idea what it meant. And I really didn't understand what it needed from me. And I'm like, explain it very simply. What do you need from me, right? And it's just like, okay, this is what I need from you right now. So never be afraid to push back, to guide it. If you adopt this mindset, you'll be ahead of 99 people, because I've seen so many people giving up too early. Okay, and now it's done. So let's try it out. We're gonna sign up, let's see, with my account. So we're creating a new account. We are going to publish it first, because every time you make any changes, you need to make sure that you publish it so it's up to date. What I want to do now is copy this, and I want to share this page through AirDrop to my phone. So here I log in, and so now I'm gonna write something on my phone. Cool idea 3, and I'm gonna add it here, and then we're just gonna refresh. You can see it here on the screen, right? So now it's synced. Whatever I create here on my phone, it will just be automatically synced here. Here we can add it on the computer, greatest idea. And you can see it on my phone. It also got updated. Okay, so what you will need to add to home screen, name it something like ideas, and then you add it to your home screen, and then you have. So we've built simple productivity idea capture app for ourselves that we can use on a daily basis. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Can't wait to hear what you want to build, or just letting me know that I'm not the only one that couldn't find a productivity that works for me. I hope you're really gonna try out the Lovable or any other tool just to build something and get over this mountain of doubt that vibe coding is too complicated. It's really not that complicated, and you can learn it in a fun way by building something for yourself, something that you were actually gonna use. And if you want more in-depth tutorials and also be part of the community of people who are exploring this together, make sure to check out my AI Solopreneur Club through the link in the description below. You can join for free. It's a growing community of wonderful people. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.